All right, so this video today is going to be about how to prepare your trackouts or stems for the engineer to start working on it. Now, there's two different types of work the engineer will do on the sound of your project. There's first the mixing and then the mastering. Now we're going to distinguish both. There's a big difference between both. The mixing process is usually the first process, which consists in taking all of your tracks and balancing the volumes, the pannings, compression, the EQs, and all other included plugins needed for the mix, to balance all of that out and to make it into one stereo mix down. Okay, and then the next process after that, once you have your stereo mix down, you're going to want to bring this into mastering. Mastering, what is mastering? Mastering is taking the mix that you've made and making it, it's like you're making it bigger, wider, and better, brighter, come out more, like it's like just taking something that you made really good and you just buff it and you just make it super nice. So for you guys that are pretty good with mixing, but you would like your sound to be as loud or as better as, let's say, professional albums, well, what you can do is you can prepare your mixes for the engineer by making a mix down to go ahead and take your mix and master it and make it bigger, better, and wider and brighter and all of that good stuff. So here's what you do. What you want to do in the case of mastering, you want to select the range of your song, which is usually done by, it would be, your instrumental would be the reference point. So you're going to take the instrumental and you can go here in transport and locator selection, or you can press P. This is in Cubase. If you press P, if you look here, the selection, we go like this. You press P, you see your selection, your left and right cursor will be adjusted to the length of your beat, which gives the tone to your track. It gives this is the length of your track. In this case here, I'm this is an intro. We're not going to take the intro because this is a special case here. This is a project where I installed an intro in there, but in our case, we want to have the beat. We want to have we only want to have the track. So I've selected the track. And then what you want to do is you want to go into File. Usually it's export or render, and it's not all the same in every program. So like it'll vary. You just got to refer to your owner's manual of your program or anything like that, or videos on YouTube will explain how your program works. And okay, so we want to do a mix down of our tracks. So you're going to go to audio mix down, and you're going to put in the name of your file. In this case, the name was automatically made. The path here automatically done in the program. You got to check out yours. Usually the DAWs will automatically choose. If not, you could go and choose. You could choose another spot or use project audio folders. You choose the format. These are all the formats. I usually go for wave. All depending on what your engineer asks for, you choose your different bit depth, your sample rate. Okay. If you're just doing a mix down for like a CD, or well, the CDs don't exist anymore, but I mean for let's say for listening in the car or on your phone or whatever, usually you go for 44.1 100 kilohertz. Back when the CDs were existing, this was CD quality and 16-bit depth. and then you go export. I won't do it in this case because I don't need to. All right, and now as for trackouts, first what you want to do is you want to select your tracks. Oh, hey, by the way, I wanted to say also, whenever you're doing a mix down, make sure to mute the tracks that you don't want to have in the project. Okay, so like the tracks that you don't want to have in your mix down, you mute them and you just keep what you need in there. Okay, to get back to our trackouts, here's what we're gonna do. Okay, first of all, we're gonna select all the tracks that we want to track out. And it's gonna be the same as before, you know, same length. You use the beat as your length. Okay. And then now that you've selected all the tracks that you want to export individually, you're gonna go here, you're gonna go to File, Export, Selected Tracks. Do you want to copy or reference media files? Copy. And then you choose your project folder, which you want to do it in Trackouts. Okay. Folder should be empty. Select new. Okay, so there's already stuff in this one. So what we'll do is we'll go here. We'll make another folder. We'll call it Trackouts 2. There you go. Boom. So Trackouts 2. And we're going to create our folder. Okay, and there you go. It's starting to do the trackouts. So now it's working. I'm just going to wait for it to work. And then we're going to go and check out in the folder where our trackouts are. Here we go, Trackouts 2. Media, you see it made a folder here. And we have all our trackouts. And now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna make a new project. I'm gonna call it Trackout Test. Boom. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we're going to import our trackouts. So this is what would happen in the case, like let's say you send me your trackouts. This is what would happen. Audio file, trackout test, audio. Whoops. Sorry, it's not here. Sorry. Here's what it is. Media. Select all of your trackouts. Open different tracks. And voila. You see, I have all of my tracks. They all start from the same point. Okay, so you see in the case here, what happens is that they don't end at the end of it. So that's okay, because it'll all play and it'll all be at the right spot in the track. They'll all be synced and ready to mix right away. So there you go. That's how you make your trackouts for your engineer.